Hello guys, in this lecture we're gonna learn how to create Quicksight dashboard using multiple datasets. So as you might be aware, so like this is the Quicksight landing page. So we're gonna create dataset, then we're gonna analyze those datasets, and then we're gonna create dashboards. So before starting, so let's look at the data, what data we're gonna upload. So this is our raw dataset. So we have four files here for 1st June and 2nd June and 27 June and 28 June. So this is the format of the data, what is inside them. So this is date column, time column, this is the equipment ID, this is the equipment name in a data center. All these data belong to the smart equipment in a data center. So this is the equipment type. So we have like web servers, app servers, database servers, sensor, and UPS. And these are the attributes like CPU utilization, storage use, memory used. So same kind of data is there in all the four files. So this one, and this one, and now this one is transform folder. So here we have different kind of data set. So this one is showing like 1 month data starting from 1st June to 30th June. Time is like 5:30 p.m. and we have like CPU utilization for equipment ID, memory storage use, same is like for equipment ID 11, what's the memory and what's the storage use. So let's go and upload this data to S3 now. So go to the S3 console home. This is our bucket. So raw data is already uploaded here in this directory. So now I have just updated the output file output. So I'm gonna replace this. Rest all other files are up to date. So this file is uploaded now. So let's go to the Quicksight and create datasets. So click on the dataset page, new dataset, S3, upload. I will say S3 raw data, and I'm gonna upload manifest file. So this is my manifest file. Okay, so before starting on this, let me show you how it's look. Uh, what's a manifest file look like? So here we have just given the URI for the buckets. It's a JSON file starting with and closing with the braces. File location. This is like kind of array we have given list of all the URIs, and our file are CSV format. Delimiter is comma, text qualifier, and then contains header true. So these are the information you have to give if you are uploading four files here. Okay, and for transform data, this is the manifest file because we have one file and same kind of setting is there. So we're gonna create a data set using this manifest file later on, or maybe we can just start create. Let's go and create the data set first for that one also. So this is the raw data. Now let's create one more data set. S3 transform data name I'm gonna give, and now I'm gonna upload the manifest file. So this is the manifest file, my transform manifest file. The previous one is for raw data manifest file. This one is the transform manifest file. So just connect. So now let's go to the analysis here. So these analysis I think were by default started, but nothing is there because they already like when we came to this page, right? So that's how it started. So let's delete this one also. So now going to the new analysis, we have these. So I'll pick transform raw data, use in analysis, create here. So I have raw data set here, and if I click add a new data set, so I can pick transform data set also. So for this data sets in this analysis are these two, transform data, raw data. So we can use both of them. So let's start now with raw data first. So let's say I want to add this one table just to see what is the data. So this is the date column, you can see. We have to add it here. Yes, we were not trying to put it by group by. So after that, equipment ID. So whenever like you see the add tooltip, then just drop it. So it's gonna set over here. Then equipment name you can add. Then equipment type you can add. So then you can add like attribute name, attribute value, and then time also you can add here. So this is also possible, like changing the order of the column. So date, time, equipment ID, and then you can add the description at the end. So now, so this is, I just want to edit the title for this. So this one is just to hide the title, or, and this one is, this one we can see like it's hiding the title. Row table. Okay, so I have changed the title now. Let's add one more chart, so which is going to be pie chart. So we can drag it and bring on the top. So here is the row table. So I just want to bring it to the right. So row table is now in the left, and now I'm gonna add a donut chart. Let's go with the donut chart. This one is pie chart, so let's click on this pie chart, and then let's group by equipment type. So you can see like it's showing from all the seats like 12 sensor, UPS, app server, database server, this one. So now let's say so we can change the label of this like equipment type. Let's try to add one more. Donut chart is I think already here, so we can click on this and group by. Let's add by group equipment name. So it's showing this one. Equipment type, equipment name. So what is this photograph? This one I don't have idea. So we can remove this. So we have these three charts, and now let's start with yeah. I was just trying to find out this horizontal bar, so it's over here. So let's put one dimension in y-axis, that is very important here. So we can say like let's drag the equipment count, and it's showing like all these equipments name and how much is their count. Looks like our row table is gone. So this one we have to change to a row table. We're gonna create another one more time. So this one is equipment name and count. So row for row table. So this one is very important to you where you are clicking. So here if I am clicking now, I'm gonna add a row table which is gonna appear over here. So after that you can add all these things. Start with the date, then time, then equipment ID, equipment name, attribute name. So whenever this tooltip show with the add, then only if you drop, then it's gonna fit perfectly fine. So this is our row table. So now you can see like we have four equipment name and count. This one we have equipment type. So we have all these visuals coming from our raw data sets. So let's pick transform dataset and create two more visuals. So one visual like we can create a line chart and one will be the like raw data just to see that. So click here and then add a row table. So here we're gonna start with again date, time, equipment ID, 10, CPU utilization, memory, storage use. Looks like something is wrong in the file. We have to go back and look into that. So I'm gonna save this file, going to upload it again into the S3 because it looks like some data formatting issue might be there. So go into the transform, upload this again, and if I go to the dataset again, so I can refresh this, refresh now. So it's in progress. Okay, completed 30 rows. So let's go to the Quicksight analysis page. Click here, go to the transform data. So looks like we might need to import it again. So let's create this dataset again. Transform one. It's not coming up clearly. So let's create one small transform dataset. Upload manifest file. Go to this my transform one. Now it's showing. You can see like all the columns are coming up. Import is completed 100%. 30 rows were imported. So let's go back here in this analysis. Yes, we can see now. Sorry, we have to go to the previous, not this analysis. Delete this. Just click on this, select transform data, this one, yes. Okay, so maybe what we can do, manage dataset. Yeah, so like we can remove this from this analysis and then add this one. Okay, so finally we are back again. So we have the same columns what we have in the file. So now we're gonna go and let's delete this and click here, create another row, a transform table. Yes, select transform, add a visual here. So once you will click, I think, so let's say delete this. This one is trying to show that. Select transform, you click here, then add a table visual. So make sure when you are adding, you are not losing anyone. So we have already these two. We have already these two. Yes. This one don't think so we need it. So we can remove that. So far we have four visuals and now this one is going to be so I'm just trying to make sure all our visuals are well maintained. We are not doing a mistake of adding on top of another one which we did before. Yes, so let's start. So this is our date column. This is our time column. Then equipment ID 10, CPU utilization, equipment ID 10 memory, equipment ID 10 storage used, 11 CPU utilization, memory and storage used. So you can see this is our transform data set. And now let's add one more time series chart here. So in time series chart, time series like this one is line chart, sorry, not time series chart. So in time series chart, so x-axis we need to have a date, and then we will see the value how utilization is trending. So we can make it like ascending. Let's make it ascending. After that, let's look at how the memory is trending over a month. How storage used is going, how CPU utilization. memory, and storage used. So you can see now this is the line chart. Line chart for equipment, CPU, memory, and storage used. So now let's go and publish it. So we can say like dashboard, Quicksight dashboard, Quicksight dashboard, multi-data set, multi-data set. So I'm gonna publish this and let's see how it comes. So this chart, equipment name and their count, equipment type, and if you look at this equipment name and the row table, right? So all these are coming from row dataset, and then below one is coming from transform dataset.